Welcome to Online Hustler, guys, where we help entrepreneurs and influencers dominate Instagram and also make a living in the process. Let's talk about posting frequency. How many times should you really be posting on Instagram in order to get the biggest bang for your buck? How many posts should you be making per day in order to ensure that you are always growing, always getting likes, comments, and engagement? If you look around the internet, there's a huge discrepancy. Some people will say once a day, once a week. Some people will say 15 times a day, 20 times a day. Well, the answer is somewhere in between those numbers, and it has a lot to do with what type of content you're producing and your energy levels. Take, for example, someone who creates infographics, someone who spends an hour a day researching and putting together these detailed infographics. That person can't really post 9 times a day unless they're going to be making posts for 9 hours every day, which is just unrealistic. Whereas someone who just reposts viral content that's out there on cats and dogs and animals can repost maybe 6 times, 9 times a day, because there's a huge amount of content on Instagram for them just to repost. It's all up to them. So your energy levels is the first determinant. How much time do you have per day to make posts, to do comments, to engage with your audience? The second thing you have to consider is your audience's feedback. If you increase the number of posts you make per day and your audience is not engaging more and your engagement actually goes down, that's a red flag. That means you need to stop. You're oversaturating them. They don't want to see that much content. When you reach that point, stop and dial it down a bit. Here's the problem. A lot of people want to put out heaps and heaps of content. But what happens is, as they increase the frequency of their uploads, their quality goes down and the audience can tell. Remember, Instagram determines how good a page is based off engagement. So if it sees that your engagement is plummeting, it's gonna pull the plug and your page will definitely die. In the same way that it sees if your engagement is going down, it also notices when your engagement is going up. So if your posts are constantly getting likes and engagement and you're posting more frequently, it's going to promote more of your posts, which is a good thing. Instagram is an interesting thing. It's not like YouTube or Google where you make a post and you can continue getting views and site visits to your website for years on years. A lot of the posts that you make have like a 1-week lifespan. You make it, it might go viral, lots of people might like it, and it just disappears into the ether. You might occasionally get a like or two on that picture, but that's usually from someone seeing one of your more recent pictures, going to your feed, and then scrolling down and seeing your other pictures. Instagram puts a higher emphasis on recent pictures, on new things. That's why we have the explore feed. That's why it's always promoting new videos, latest things. So you need to be on top of your game. You need to constantly be putting out content. There is no slowing down. If you want to go viral on Instagram, if you want to increase your followers, there's no slowing down. You gotta keep at it. The good thing is you get rewarded. I personally went from posting once a day about 2-3 weeks ago, and I was getting around 200 followers to maybe 300 followers per day. Now I'm posting 3 times a day consistently, and I'm getting around 1,000 followers per day. It's incredible what posting more frequently can do. Remember, the more frequently you post, the more chances you have of hitting that one good viral post. And the way your Instagram really grows is when a post gets lots of engagement and goes really viral on the explore page. So you need to get as many of those really good posts as possible to optimize the amount of followers you're getting. If you're just doing subpar posts and none of them are doing well and you're not posting that frequently, you're killing your chances significantly. And of course, as you get better with this, as your page increases in size and demand and people want to see your content, you can definitely outsource your content creation or your posting to someone else, maybe a virtual assistant, and you can post 10 times a day, 15 times a day, and really take it up a notch. A person who does this is Millionaire Mentor. I believe he's got like 4 million or 5 million followers, some ridiculous amount, and he posts like 15 times every single day. You best believe he's not posting 15 times from his phone every day. He's got a team in place. He's got systems in place to ensure that content's constantly going out. But you need to get there. You need to build up your audience's tolerance. You need to gauge it. So what I recommend for you to do is, starting from tomorrow, increase the number of times you post by 1. So increase for this week by 1. If you post once a day, post 2 times a day for the week, and gauge how your audience reacts by the end of the week. Gauge how many followers you get. Social Blade is back, so you can check all that stuff. If you keep gaining followers, increase again by 1 the next week. What you want to do is get to the point of diminishing returns where you're no longer really gaining followers or likes or engagement from the extra posts you're doing, or that you're getting burnt out and you can't really sustain that type of capacity in uploading. At that point, you stop there and stay consistent. Instagram rewards consistency. It's kind of like when you roll a snowball, right? It starts off small and it gains traction, picks up some more snow and gets bigger and bigger, and it gets easier and easier. The more posts you have, the more posts are going viral, the more frequently you post, a feedback loop happens and you keep getting promoted and you grow very quickly. That's how growth happens on Instagram. So how often should you post per day? That's up to you to decide. I'm posting 3 times a day as of now. Might increase in the future. We will see. All right, guys, if you like that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment down below about questions in regards to Instagram that you want answered, and I might answer down there, or I might make a video dedicated to it if it's a really good question. Until next time, guys, peace.